Kruhay Antique. I am Sister Maria Teresita Parreño from the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Paul of Chartres. I've been in the congregation for 28 years now. My recent significant missionary experience was my seemingly untimely transfer here at Antique Medical Center Incorporated last year in the midst of the pandemic. I personally perceive it as untimely, even though my head fully understands the changes of assignment is an outstanding moment in the life of a religious. My heart was enveloped with fear, ambiguity, and anxiety. Most probably, that uncertainty of being able to adjust with new mission place in the midst of the pandemic. But reflecting on the parable of the fig tree helps me to move beyond my feelings. I realize that God's plan for me is different from mine. He purposely uprooted me in the comfort of my previous assignment and planted me here at Antique Medical Center Incorporated for me to bear much fruit. Antique Medical Center Incorporated is owned by the Diocese of Antique and managed by us, the Sisters of St. Paul of Chartres. It is situated in a beautiful scenery of San Jose de Buena Vista, and as Antiqueños would say, in here, mountain meets the vast sea. Being assigned here is already a blessing. To witness God's creation in its grandeur, one can say, how lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, our mighty God. As I immerse myself to the apostolate, I was confronted with the reality of COVID-19 pandemic. Uncertainty, fear, ambiguity, anxiety are inevitable. But I did not let my feelings control me, but instead, I used my creativity to handle the situations we face day in and day out. And with God's grace and guidance, we can say, who will be against us? Pandemic modifies our worship practice as a community from in-person to online worship. But it strengthens our faith and intensifies our prayer life. We strongly believe that the only weapon we have to fight this pandemic is our prayer, entrusting to God our health and safety. Thus, we intensify our spiritual enrichment program in that apostolate. Pandemic made people lose their employment as a result of non-essential business closure. But we become more generous in sharing our resources. Our community, headed by our local superior, Sister Henrietta Esmero SPC, opened our doors by operating a food pantry for staff, patients, companions, and visitors. We appreciate also the generosity of our education ministry sisters who help us with our PPE needs. We are truly grateful for all the donors and benefactors who ease our financial burdens. We work hand in hand with the different government agencies such as the Department of Health and the Department of Labor and Employment to help our staff financially. Pandemic made us lose our loved ones. As frontliner myself, battling COVID-19 is like battling with the reality of death at any time, and is unfolding in my very eyes. It's a shattering event that weakens my body and my spirit. But we become more other-centered. That zeal to reach out to people for their health and safety. COVID-19 is here to stay, but our resiliency and faith to God the Healer will help us embrace this new normal. Our being in our mission assignment is indeed God's plan, God's time, God's will, God's gift. So for me to grow where I am planted, I need to open myself and embrace wholeheartedly the mission God gifted me. Curare et sanare.